Jeremiah 43. Are we surprised? Are we surprised, y'all? Are we surprised at all? No, because we knew these people. We know these people. We are now 43 chapters in, and they have not changed. They have not. So, Jeremiah's counsel rejected. When Jeremiah had finished speaking to all the people, all the words of the Lord their God, all these words the Lord their God had sent him to give them, then Azariah, or Jezaniah, son of Hashiah, Johanan, son of Kareah, and all the other arrogant men responded to Jeremiah, "You are speaking a lie. The Lord our God has not sent you to say, you must not go to Egypt to stay for a while. Rather, Baruch, son of Neriah, is inciting you against us to hand us over to the Chaldeans to put us to death or to deport us to Babylon." First of all, Baruch is Jeremiah's assistant. So how? Houseway. How is he doing that? No. So Johanan, son of Kareah, all the commanders of the armies, and all the people failed to obey the Lord's command to stay in the land of Judah. Instead, Johanan, son of Kareah, and all the commanders of the armies led away the whole remnant of Judah. And this is the issue, is that these leaders are leading these people to hell. And I'm like, y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. Those who had returned to stay in the land of Judah from all the nations where they had been banished, they led away the men, women, children, king's daughters, and everyone whom Nebuzaradan, captain of the guards, had allowed to remain with Gedaliah, son of Ahikam, son of Shaphan. They also led the prophet Jeremiah and Baruch, son of Neriah, away. Well, for one, Jeremiah was in captivity. So he didn't really have a choice. They went to the land of Egypt because they did not obey the Lord. They went as far as Tahpanhes. Yes. God signed to the people in Egypt. So what's about to happen? They chose this. They did. They brought this on themselves. Then the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah at Tahpanhes. Pick up some large stones and set them in the mortar of the brick pavement that is at the opening of Pharaoh's palace at Tahpanhes. Do this in the sight of the Judean men and tell them, this is what the Lord of armies, the God of Israel, says. I will send for my servant Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. That's who they were running from. That's who they were running from. And now look what's about to happen. And I will place his throne on these stones that I have embedded, and he will pitch his pavilion over them. He will come and strike down the land of Egypt, those destined for unaliving to unaliving, those destined for captivity to captivity, and those destined for the sword to the sword. Now, if I were an Egyptian, I would be highly upset because what? Because y'all decided to obey what? What? We have to suffer because of y'all? I will kindle a fire in the temple of Egypt's gods, and he will burn them and take them captive. He will clean the land of Egypt as a shepherd picks lice off, or will wrap himself in the land of Egypt as a shepherd wraps himself in his clothes, and he will leave. Well, here's the thing. The shepherd picks lice off his clothes because, sheep have lice. So, but yeah. I had to go back and clarify that. And he will leave them there unscathed. He will smash the sacred pillars of the Sun Temple, or Beth Shemesh of Heliopolis, in the land of Egypt, and burn the temples of the Egyptian gods. I would be so angry if I were an Egyptian. Because why are y'all here? Y'all brought this with y'all. Y'all bring destruction and unaliving everywhere y'all go because y'all are so disobedient. Seriously, y'all are making other people suffer because y'all can't do what y'all are supposed to do. Y'all ask Jeremiah for advice, and he gives you the advice. You reject it, and he told you what would happen if you reject it. Let's go back. Okay, right here. If you are firmly resolved to go to Egypt and stay there for a while, then the sword you fear will overtake you there in the land of Egypt, the sword coming from Babylon. And the famine you are worried about will follow on your heels there to Egypt, and you will be unalive there. That's exactly what he said is going to happen. But I digress.